And welcome back to my Let's Play of Pokemon Scarlet. I said I had a plan for today, because today is Sunday and all, and that's kind of where my plan came into play. We're going back to school today. Why? Because it's been a couple of days, and I want to do the remainder of them on Sunday. Why is that? I don't know. OCD. I know we never did it on a Sunday before, but that is what we're doing. Watch, I could be wrong that today is a Sunday, but it's Friday, Saturday. Yeah, because we caught the legendaries over the end of the week, so that honestly makes sense. I don't know. Interesting classes. Good evening. Biology. Mr. Jacques? Yes. Yes, that sounds good to me. Don't tell me what to do. Hello, hello. Is Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper? Somehow they had a child. Looking back, it's very confusing and confused. Hello, hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. I seem to remember teaching you all about the importance of eggs in our last class together. Not is everyone using the Pokedex? It registers Pokemon from eggs as well as those encountered via other methods, so don't you worry about that. And just so you know, I am the one who developed the Pokedex app. It was way before I started teaching here at the academy though. Back then, I was a researcher. In fact, Director Clavo wasn't working in education at the time either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. We got to research Pokemon together day in, day out. Those sure were fun times. I got yelled at all the time though. Wait a second, how did I get onto this? Pretty sure I was talking about the Pokedex. Anyway, today I'd like to teach you about catching Pokemon. As you all know, a great way to catch a Pokemon more easily is to first lower its HP. But there's other ways to up your chances of a successful catch. Can you guess what it is? Prove you're stronger than the Pokemon. Assert your dominance as the alpha male. Wow, that's right, Luca. Great job. The correct technique for making Pokemon easier to catch is to inflict them with a status condition. Sleep is an especially effective status condition. It makes Pokemon drastically easier to catch. If you have a Pokemon that can use moves that put opponents to sleep, like Sleep Powder or Hypnosis, filling up your Pokedex will be a cinch. There are other ways to improve your catch rate as well, like using Pokeballs specifically designed to be effective against certain Pokemon. Eating food that gives you catching power works too, or sneaking up on a Pokemon from behind to catch them by surprise when you start their battle. If you're having trouble, you may want to make the rounds to the gym to get gym badges. Earning gym badges will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels. Please do come show me your Pokedexes once they start to fill up. Another day, another enjoyable class. Oh yeah, don't forget, our next class will be a test. I'm sorry, what? I didn't sign up for a test. I didn't sign up for any of this. Biology midterm? Jesus Christ, how much school is there? I thought 3 would be it. Yes, I want math with Miss Time, because it makes sense. Don't be late, be on time. Ha. Get it? You get it? It's a stupid joke. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do y'all enjoy fortune telling, horoscopes, and the like? I think it feels great to read your horoscope and see that it says good luck is coming your way. So today I'd like to teach you all math while you're focusing on the topic of luck. Perhaps you've seen the following phrase crop up during Pokemon battles before. A critical hit. When a Pokemon's attack lands a critical hit, the damage it deals is increased by half. In other words, it does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would. It is truly luck that determines whether your Pokemon lands a critical hit or has one landed on it. This can cause great upset and battle. Does anyone know what percent chance Pokemon has of landing a critical hit? I don't know. That sounds like a 12. Oh my, that might cause a bit too critical of a situation, Luca. Oops, I probably chance of landing a critical hit is said to be 1 in 24, which figures to roughly 4.17%. Odds are more favorable for certain moves, though, while moves such as Stone Edge and Shadow Claw have about a 12% chance. You can also use a move called Focus Energy and an item known as Die Hit. Both raise the critical hit ratio by 2 stages. That's a 50% chance to land a critical hit. It feels great to land a critical hit, but perhaps not so great to be struck by one. There is a surprising amount of mathematical probability hidden in Pokemon battles, you know? If you're able to do the calculations, that'll swing luck in your favor. It may open the door for more strategic choices for you during battle. Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. Next class will be our fun midterm exam. I hope y'all be looking forward to it. I'm not. That'll still be a couple of weeks out, maybe. I don't know. Clearly I do such a great job at this. What class would I like to take? I bet everybody's mad that we're taking classes so late in the day. Like history with, yes. Today's certainly not my day, is it? Well, that's what I get. Don't tell me what to do. I'll be late if I want. Whatever. I do what I want. Okay, so last time we learned there was a kingdom, so... Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday, it is now part of history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. As you should remember from our last class, Area Zero's great era of exploration began about 2,000 years ago. This era lasted for approximately 1,000 years, but not a single soul was able to venture all the way to the deepest reaches of Area Zero. Having poured much of its human and financial resources into the exploration of Area Zero for so long, the Paldean Empire fell into decline. 200 years later, or 800 years ago, the Empire and its surrounding nations united into one entity. That was the formation of Paldea as we know it today. Ah yes, this very academy where you're now filling your young minds with knowledge was also apparently established at that time. In fact, the school building, though certainly having undergone repairs through the years, is just as it was when it was built so long ago. This very structure is a piece of history. Things of old are truly splendid. I would certainly prefer it to not have the Pokeball portion though, a relatively new addition. Perfect timing to make eye contact, young Luca. Let's see if you've been listening to my lecture. Tell me approximately how many years ago was this academy of ours established? Correct. I see the look of concentration on your face was indeed just that. They hate nothing more than when a student only pretends to listen. This academy was constructed exactly 805 years ago to be precise. In other words, your academy here is 805 years old. At the time, it offered state-of-the-art facilities and a uniquely innovative curriculum, as such people used to say. Those seeking knowledge need look no further than the oranges of Paldea. That's right, they were referring to Naranja Academy. It is said that this proverb of sorts was even used outside of the Paldea region. Oh, is it that time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. Our next class will be our midterm exam. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. I may end up doing each of those on its own separate day, just based upon how long it takes. We'll see. But why does it have to be an odd number of classes? No, it can be an even number. Yes. Mr. Salvatore, he's my friend. Hey, don't forget about it. Well, I've done every other accent offensive thing so far, so... My dear friends, how are you all today? You certainly look fantastic. Time for another one of Salvatore's language lessons. Es von tres, are you ready? I know I am. Es vos tres, are you ready? Oui. Très bien, very good. My lessons are not a one-way street. No, I am very sad when no one speaks up. The accent is flip-flopping between I don't know what and I don't know what. It's funny. Very sad, that is. In our last class, I believe I taught you all how to say delicious in other languages, right? Le cours de journée. Today's class, we will learn about a very special phrase that you can put to use when the time is just right. Forget about it. Ajete, je t'aime, te amo, ik liebe dich. Does anyone know what these phrases mean? Surprisingly, you're not gonna believe this. I actually know they mean that one. Bang. Fantastic. Yeah, no. I know. Trust me, I know that one. You deserve a medal or of gold medal. Je t'aime, te amo, ik liebe dich. These three phrases you know, I think, why? Because they're all quite famous ways to say I love you. Oh my, have I embarrassed you all, my friends? What timid little garçons, it's shy boys and girls, that is. Forget about it. It's so very important to express your feelings about things to others, you know? This is especially true for positive emotions. If you get married someday and argue with your spouse over some silly little thing, all you have to do is apologize and say I love you. Etrien European. And all will be well, that is. Yeah, because that's how it works. I should know. Why, last week I had this big argument with my femme, my dear wife, that is. But I was quick to say I'm sorry and all was well. And now, propios of nothing, let me give you all of my wise words of advice. It's best to be quick to apologize when you have an argument with someone. That goes for your families, friends, and your crushes. You know you can do it. I believe in you. For Jane course, our next class will be the midterm exam. Be sure to review what we have learned in all our lessons so far. Adios, matinee. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to these. The good thing is at least that... good thing is the lessons are done for today. Thank God my head's about to explode. But at least now I can bring this one to a close. So in the meantime though, if you like what you saw, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, wave to the side up, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.